Welcome back to the Stebbins Garage YouTube channel. Today I'm doing something a little different in the shop. This is a window, and this is an eyesore for me. If you can see, I've got some cardboard up there. About right now, the sun starts to come in, and about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I get blinded. So I have some cardboard up here, which is, I realize, kind of jank. Well, let me show you what it's like when I don't have the cardboard. So I usually stand, right about here. And I literally can't see anything. And so I want to rectify that. And today I bought a blind kit. So I've got some blind, and then these are from Persilux, they're from Amazon. And then I have a motor kit, and this motor kit is Google Home, HomeKit enabled, whatever. A friend of mine, Jeff Boothroyd, had put me onto it, and so I'm going to go ahead and install that, and I'm going to address this issue. I can see in my shop all the time. I can set these up where they close when I tell it to, or at a certain time, or when I turn on the garage when I first come in. First thing, I'm going to clean that window. Let's get everything unboxed and then we'll get it installed. In case you're wondering what I'm using, this is a Harbor Freight glass towel. It's just a waffle weave. You can catch them on sale for about $6 for a set of them. They work fantastic, and that's all I use here in the shop for the cars and for any other glass related stuff. All right, these are just the brackets and stuff that I'm unboxing, I mean. And then I assume this is going to be our blind. Yep, there's our blind. So I went with the gray. I think it'll look the best for my uses. And that'll go really well here in the shop. So I assume it goes about like this, and then it just goes up or down. So now I gotta figure out how this motor goes in. First thing we're gonna need to do is get the end plates off, because what we want to do is take this roller out of the existing bracket, and we're going to put it in these. And so I'm gonna go ahead and you gotta kind of pry this plastic. It's not 100% clear. I think you just push just like that. So then once you get it pulled off, there's just 2 screws to take the end cap off. Let me do that on this side, see if it's just as easy. I was a little worried about prying on it because I didn't want to mess anything up, but apparently you just got to be a little bit rough with it. And there we go. So both of those come off. So we'll go ahead and take one of these brackets off. I think you only have to take one, and then we can get to the parts that we need. So for this particular setup, this is just a cover for the roller, which will look really nice once it's up there. It came with a couple of brackets. We will use this. It goes, it just basically lets you snap it in. So you screw these in about 4 inches from the edge up to the top of the window. And then this just snaps in, and then when you want to take it out, you just push it in and pull it down. So we're going to use those. And then the motor goes in the other side. And so I believe what we're going to end up doing is just sliding this in the end. And there's a little slot that you align it to. And then that motor will You'll want to install it so that that USB port is facing somewhere that you can get to it, because periodically these will be charged. They're battery powered. Then there's obviously a remote. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do the brackets. I'm going to get up on the ladder and kind of see where it all sits up there, and then I'll know for sure. All right, so I'm going to first install the motor, and this is fairly straightforward. You're just going to basically slide this in until it pushes in. So there's not really any rocket science to that. So rather than overcomplicate this, I'm going to use the existing bracketry that came with this. This one has a slot. This is the motor side. There's our USB port to charge. This is the other side. There's a hex there. And then this slides in most of the way. It's out a little bit, but it still looks like it moves pretty freely. So we're going to go with that for now. I'm going to go ahead and mount these two brackets up on the ceiling up there. And then we can snap this in place and see if we can go ahead and get it working. I think we won't need to use the idler or the screws that came with it. At least that's my hope. So let's see if that works. Okay, brackets are in. All we got to do is snap the blinds in place, and then we can go ahead and set the limits and get them working. All right, that's it. Now we've just got to go ahead and see if it'll work. So here's the remote. I went ahead and you press this button and this cover slides off. We need to pull this tab so that the battery will be activated. So now it should be working. All right, in my case, my motor is flipped backwards. So we need to press and hold the square and the heart for 2 seconds. The motor will move up and down, and then is the correct direction. I went ahead and followed the instructions for setting the motor limits. So now I got them working. That's actually pretty cool. So that'll go all the way up and then stop. I set the motor limit so that it had just a little bit of slack. And I probably won't be putting these up a whole lot. So it'll run to all the way to the top. The square is stop. Okay, so you can stop it at any time. Once you've set your middle position, then it's just the heart button. It goes right to the middle. And you can go up or down with it. So it's one press, it'll go all the way down. One press, it'll go all the way up, or the heart goes to the middle. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It has different channels. My plan is not to use the remote. Like you can see, the remote changes. First one is going to be this one. I'm going to put one over there just because it's cool as hell. But really, I'm not too worried about it as far as a longevity perspective. My friends had it for a long time and it's worked well. It'll have to be charged every once in a while, which is not a big deal. So this motor also supports Matter and HomeKit, so you can connect it to one of your home devices if you want to and control it by voice and whatever. I'm not going to go through the process for that. It's a little complicated, but if you want to just use it with the remote, that's all you need to do. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll put the links down below for anything that you want to order from Amazon, from the motor or the blinds. And let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you on the next one.